Well, there, everybody. Welcome. Hello there. Broadcasting live outside of Louisville, Kentucky. We are fine. Tornadoes went around me. Hello, Penny Van. Gary Spikes. Hopefully, you're getting everything ready. I've been loading all day. Hello there, Crystal. How's everybody doing? Denise. Let's see who else we got here. Welcome, everybody. And we got Val. Welcome, Val. Hello there, Val. Testing, testing. All right. How you doing there, Kelly Joe?
I'm doing well. I thought I'd talk about premonitions and things in the future, a little bit here and there.
Interesting. Yeah,
That
that's a good
haven't
topic.
happened yet. So,
Yeah, like me not be able to find my camera right before the show. I told Kelly I got some new cameras to film, right? Down there in the LBL. So new cameras, new camera lights, but I can't find. Hey, Susan, welcome to the show. Nice to have you. Round of applause. But my regular camera I take out in the woods. I don't know where it's right here. Anyways, I don't know where it's at. So I have to find it.
I know you will.
Hey, Roger. Hello, Carol. Nice to see you. So yes, very interesting topic.
Yeah, and usually a premonition is something before it happens, and you get input about it exactly as it happens. Like they'll have a premonition not to go somewhere, or a premonition of a conversation. It can be simple as that, and you can repeat it word for word to the other person. It flips them out when you do that.
Yeah, it does.
It's like, I've already had this conversation, but I believe it's for your protection. And sometimes you jump into the timeline continuum. Like, I've seen some advancements. Like, I think that in the future they're going to do 3D printing of prosthetics that'll be cheaper for people.
I thought they're already doing 3D printing on organs. I thought.
Yeah, but I see them doing more advanced uh, printing for prosthetics, so people that of average cost can pay for them. Yeah, and they are doing 3D printing of organs,
Yeah.
which is very helpful. And they're gonna use like that. What is it? A genetic that what is that thing? The CRISPR, and it'll help with organ replacement and not have such a bad outcome of it your body rejecting it. I also see more medicines being used with biogenetics that help with cancer and stuff like that. I also see them discovering a new galaxy and another planet.
Oh, interesting.
I see that in the future. Um, I also see them being able to do something with water. Somebody's going to develop something that it's like a not inert a tablet that'll absorb any bad things in the water, but it's natural and it won't hurt the anything in the nature. I also see him being able to come up with a way to get a lot of the plastics out of the ocean. Some young kid's going to come up with that. I also see them coming up with a new way to do surgery robotically that's less invasive than it's ever been. They're going to really do advancements with cancer treatments.
So
And
robotic surgery. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen how they use robots to operate on humans, it's very fascinating. They used that on me, on my kidney when I had kidney cancer, and it is so precise. They can take fishing line and tie knots in it.
wow,
Yes, that's how precise it is, and I was very fascinated with it because they made 5 incisions on me. So yeah, very fascinating. And they said Russia is supposed to come out with a cure for cancer this year.
I'm seeing that. Yep. About 5 different cancers. So that'll be fabulous. And then I see them coming up with medicines used for certain diseases will be used for others and be curative.
Interesting.
So I also see a lot of advancement in uh, lowering the emissions. They'll do something about that. Do like something in the smokestacks that filter. A kid will come up with that too. These young kids are going to come up with a whole bunch of stuff, you know. And then I also see a caldera that's been, or a volcano that's been dormant forever. It's going to wake up, blow its top. It's within the ring of fire there.
Yeah, you got Johnny Cash is stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Burn, burn, burn down the ring of fire. So,
you know, but I'm seeing a lot of good stuff in the future for that. And they're also going to change how they do tires. Tires been being done the same way forever. They're going to modify how they do that.
I actually seen something on that last year.
Oh, really? I don't know. I'm just telling you what I see. I have no idea.
Are going to tires that have holes in them. That have, it's weird how to describe it. It's not going to be like a regular tire.
So they're going to modify how they do it.
Yes. And they last a whole lot longer.
Yeah. And they don't get punctures.
Yes.
You know. Somebody asked, let's see, Rebecca asked, Kelly Jo, any comment on anti-gravity flying cars? Oh, that's not for another.
George Jetson?
Yep. I thought we'd have them by now.
We do, helicopters.
Right. But that's not the same thing.
Hey, Catherine.
But they probably won't have that up and going until like another 20 years, you know.
I mean, when we was a kid, we thought George Jetson was going to be the 2000s.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But, you know, I did go to a fair when I was a kid, and they had the walkie-talkie phone, you know, like we have now.
Yeah.
You could see people talking. So we made it to that. But I thought we'd have the flying cars. I thought we'd have better way to do things. You know, I thought we'd have, you know, the hover cars. I thought we'd have, I do really see them doing a handheld, like on Star Trek, a recorder that will do like an MRI and an X-ray.
Interesting. Welcome, Penny Van and Faye.
You know, palm in your palm. They'll come up with that within the next 15 years.
Interesting. Yeah, Eric, nanotechnology is the way of the future. It's interesting how they have stuff like that to put in our bloodstream. What was the name of that movie where they did that?
Oh,
where
dear.
They injected it into the bloodstream.
And it
went
in there.
So
somebody has to Google it.
Yeah, what was the name of that movie? It was an old one, wasn't it? Where they travel through the bloodstream and
there were people in there.
Yes. Welcome, Judy.
I can't think of it, but I have it on my head. Somebody has to Google that. Sorry about that.
Kelly Jo, what do you think about all the warnings about the eclipse?
It's just an eclipse. Calm down, everybody.
Yes, they have been using nanotechnology for surgery for several years now. Yeah, welcome, Anna Marie. So, fantastic voyage. I knew somebody would come up with it.
There we go. Thank you.
And another one's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's another good movie where they shrunk the kids. That's right. Welcome, Rita, Judy. So,
and they also have a pill now that has a camera on it. You swallow it, and you have to watch for it coming out the other side, but it takes pictures. But that's a neat technology, and I also see them. They are going to come up with a fun, like in a hoverboard that really is a hoverboard. They're going to be able to do that you just step on.
Kelly Jo, anything new on those mammogram equipment instead of those crushers?
Yeah, I think they'll eventually be able to just, you know, not smush you so much.
And I'll tell you why they use that is that is the latest way still to detect anomalies in those regions.
Yeah,
However, they are using AI to go back and look at that behind doctors because AI is finding more than doctors can actually decipher.
right.
So I actually was reading some medical documents on that. Very interesting.
But I'm excited for the future. I think that it'll be a great thing.
Interesting. Rebecca, where my husband's husband, not husbands. It didn't sound good, Rebecca. I'm sorry. Substance to build new spines. I'm game. Hey, I'll be a guinea pig.
Well,
down
I'm
for that.
seeing like a lacy thing, you know, that they do that'll like make a bone, and knit it.
Anna Marie from Upper Michigan. Hello there. Virgil.
And I also see them being able to reconnect nerves in the future too. Something they
Midwest.
don't know how to do yet.
Interesting. Gene Hudson says we got a new mammogram machine. It doesn't rip your off. Very comfortable.
I think it's a lot to do with the technician too.
Yeah, go ahead, Anna. Fire away your question. So, hi, Anna Marie. I'm from Upper Michigan too, Gene says. Interesting.
So, what was your question?
We have a new one here in Los Alamos that her patient lay face down and scans whether the breast is under gravity. You know, that would actually make sense, right? Because
Right.
gravity goes towards the machine.
Yep. I think that's a great idea.
I wonder what rocket scientists thought of that.
A woman.
Rebecca goes, you must have been thinking about my husband's multiple personalities.
The one that's the gravitational one. That's what I'm
Yes.
talking about.
So,
But
oh my God, yuck, it's snowing. Snowing? Oh, that's right, you're in Wisconsin.
oh, okay. Somebody is up north.
Anna Marie must be typing her question out.
And I also see them doing like implants for like hearing and for like seeing.
So Elon Musk, you know, a lot of people are kind of quirky about him. His implant, be able to make face as Pennsylvania has tornado warnings. Yeah, it's real bad. We just had a couple of tornadoes touch down in our area. His implant in his brain is be able to make people walk, people that are blind from birth be able to see, people that have been deaf since birth be able to hear.
Yep. And
So
I
very
think it's
interesting.
really cool.
Yeah, we're supposed to get lots of snow. Here, let me put it in her voice.
Yes, we're supposed to get a lot of snow. Do you see us moving, Kelly Joe? Any idea probably where?
Okay. You're moving more northwest of where you are. And I think you might move like up to the next state. And it looks like you'll probably move within a year.
Penny Man was on an hour early. If I'd known that, I would have jumped on. I was just loading the vehicle before it rained, trying to. I still got, man, I had no idea. I got a lot of stuff to load. What about epilepsy? Do you see anything on that? Now, epilepsy is very hard.
Yeah, because different forms of it. And it hits different areas
Right.
of the brain.
Yes, that's very, very hard. 10 to 15 inches. Wow.
Wow.
Kelly Joe from Rebecca for audio listeners. And don't forget, everybody, Kelly Joe's information has been flashed at the bottom of the screen. Kelly Joe, my son-in-law was working for a company that was contracts pained by electrical impulses that create new paths. I'm not medical enough to know if it's nerves. Interesting.
Yes. there is stuff that does that, and I see them doing more of that.
Interesting. Grizzly, on top of everything else I have to do, load 80 walking sticks. Well, hopefully a couple of them are mine. I got your shirts in the car. And also, Gary, I'll send you a picture of my vehicle tomorrow. So, yes, don't forget thumbs up, share, like, and comment, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you.
Hannah Marie's upset. She goes, more north? Well, you're always going to live in a Four Seasons state. I'm sorry.
So somebody asked me last night, they're like, I can't even say it without laughing. They're like, Grizzly. I'm like, what? They're like, I got to bring something. I'm like, well, all right, what are you bringing? They're like, I'm bringing a dog toy. I'm like, what the hell are you bringing a dog toy for? They're like, well, just in case we come across Dog Man, I'm going to squeak it and throw it at you so you can catch it so I can run like hell.
Oh,
I thought, damn, that's not nice.
Not nice. No.
So
but I do also see him doing a lot of advancements with paralyzation and stuff like that too.
Yes, very interesting.
And I see them doing like for people that have broken backs and broken necks. I see them doing like cage things, but it isn't metal, it's different, and it don't get as rejected in the body. It works with the body to help heal it.
Kelly Joe, do you see any free energy anytime soon from Scott M?
Do I see free energy?
Yes, anytime soon.
If you have solar power, you get free energy. So,
yeah.
But not right soon. You still have to pay for your electricity. That's not till in the future, like way far.
So,
but I also see him developing something with ocean waves and energy too, wind and solar, and then they'll and then there's like another thing where it's like uses the sun and it makes energy in a different way, but it isn't like harmful. So they'll develop something totally new than what we've ever seen before.
And Scott M. Kelly Joe, what about a cure for autism?
I feel like they'll figure out more how the brain works. That's another hard one because there's different aspects of that too. But they're going to do advancements within the next 10 years of the brain itself and map it. It's just like the ocean. We haven't mapped the brain that much.
Welcome, Catherine from Wyoming. Round of applause to you. Nice to have you. Penny Van, we had snow here all morning. Gosh.
Wow.
Denise, we are going to try to go live. I'm taking all my mobile equipment down there with me. So, yes, in all my new equipment. So, yes, we'll be doing that. Absolutely, Catherine. Nice to have you. So, Gene Hudson, that's the thing. They do not know what causes autism. They have several series. They have several hypotheses about what may contribute, but they do not know what actually causes that, whether it's the shots, the food we eat, the pans we eat out of. They really don't know, or the medicine we take, or it's maybe a contributing factors of all the above. So very interesting.
I got to talk to somebody that was autistic, and they said they like the spirit realm better than the physical.
I actually heard that. Yes.
And they say they pop back and forth. And it was funny. I was reading and she goes, "You're like me. You go back and forth." I said, "Yeah, I do. I go back and forth." She goes, "I do it all the time." And I says, she goes, "I like it there better."
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I also think that they're going to delve into spirituality more in the future too.
So we actually did a show a while back ago, Kelly Joe, about people with not, okay, let's say autistic, right? But let's say with some disabilities. So
Right.
let's cover a vast amount of arrays, right?
Right.
With the paranormal and Bigfoot and how they relate or they have more interactions. So Alzheimer's cures. What about that? Catherine wants to know.
That won't come for a while yet because it's degenerative, but they're going to find out that it's digestive related and brain related, and like it makes little holes in the brain. So they're going to figure out what through genetic genoming, what causes that, and they'll be able to break that cycle in another 10, 15 years within the RNA and the DNA. This is just what I'm getting psychically. I'm not perfect. I could be wrong, but that's just what I'm getting.
Gene Hutton says, I watched my great niece, I corrected that, have a video of how great she was doing and functioning. Great niece took her and then gave her 16 baby shots. The next day, she could not make sounds or barely move. Rhett's disease. Everybody actually reacts differently when it comes to shots, so it's very interesting. I can say that much. So
yeah, a lot of times people can be allergic to what's in the medications, but it's individual. Some people can't do eggs. Like how they ask you if you're allergic to any anesthesia. Sometimes people that are allergic to eggs can't. A lot of the anesthetics have egg, so they have to find a non-egg anesthetic, for instance.
Anna Marie, we just got home from Green Bay. Snow coming our way, the first big snowstorm all year. Can you tell me if my son and I will have a better relationship? Why is it he's not as close to me as he was in high school? What about UFO and alien contact? What do you see for that? Will I ever regain my ability to walk again?
Oh, okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Sons, they pull away. They don't tell you everything, but he will come a little bit closer in like 6 to 7 months. I don't know why. They flipped it. I was reading that. And it will improve as you both get older. UFO, I think that we'll hear about more UFO and UFO history, and they'll have more sightings and more proof within the next 10 years. And again, I'm not a doctor, but it feels like you need to build up your core and your muscles. Maybe PT will help a little bit, and swimming. Try swimming.
Okay. Now let's see here. Denise, rephrase that question. I don't know what Ozempic. I know a lot of people frown on Ozempic. A lot of people take it and have good results. Grizzly, young mothers can't even tell what the shots are for. Well, because they don't ask. Measles are coming back with the vengeance.
That's because people didn't get shots.
That's right. Now, another thing, and I can't say this word out loud, but we'll say HEP. We'll abbreviate it. A lot of women don't realize they have it until after they give birth. And that is causing a lot of problems. And I have seen, and yes, I read medical journals, and I have seen doctors and physicians telling the mothers to get tested for that if they become pregnant to ensure before they give birth, because they're saying the last journal I read that 3 out of 5 women under the age of 26 are positive.
And that's high. Can get it. Yeah. And it messes.
That's high.
Yeah. That's not good.
So So, anyways, what does Kelly Joe see regarding my Airbnb business? Thank you. Oh, I tell you what I saw right off. You must be slow, but I saw cash register like Monopoly money in it. So I don't know
Yeah,
what you're getting ready to do down the future.
but it'll be productive.
Hello, White. Nice to have you. Round of applause for you. Yeah, that popped right in. I was like, wow. Yeah, Rebecca, it is tragic. Yeah, I hope you get a new computer too, Crystal. It's always nice to have new things. Oh, you're welcome, Anna Marie. Nice to have you. I hope you come back. Kelly Joe, you're the best. I found this channel because of this show. Well, thank you,
Well,
Scott.
thank
She is
you.
wonderful. That's why I sponsor her. I think a lot of her. Rebecca, I exercise a lot. Let's see here. Ozempic has venom in it. My daughter start taking it, the GI. Doctor told me they're seeing many younger people with paralyzed disc system had those shots. Yeah, there's mixed reviews on it, but I won't go into great details. We'll get flagged on our channel. You're welcome, Catherine. Joanne wants to know anything for her, please. We're talking, Susan, we're talking HEP. So, yes, it was very alarming. So,
who was I doing? I'm sorry, I got derailed here.
Joanne Stewart was know if you was
Okay.
getting anything for her.
She trying to decide, know that your timing's impeccable and you got movement forward in the next 6 weeks.
Interesting. Welcome, Standing Stones. Nice to have you there, brother. So, she says thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, that is alarming. Scott M. Kelly Joe, do you see my family moving soon?
Yes, I do see you moving more east of where you are, and it feels like a more forever home. You know, it feels like it'll be a 2-story basement that don't flood. It does have a little porch. There's like 3 bedrooms and a bath upstairs, and the main bathroom in the bedroom, and then a main bathroom downstairs in the bedroom, and then one downstairs. So it has 4 bathrooms. So it's a big house. It's nice.
Denise, Kelly Joe, do you ever see me moving soon?
Not right soon. It won't be for another 3 years. I don't know why.
Scott says we're trying to move to Tennessee from Michigan.
Yeah, you live in the foothills of the Appalachians.
Bigfoot country. Hello, Liana. Hi, Kelly Joe. I've been thinking a lot about going back to school and looking for, I thought it said giants. I was like, damn, hold up, Liana, call me. Grants.
Okay.
To help with the cost. Do you see anything coming
Yes,
of all this?
you
Thank
will.
you.
You will get your masters and bachelors. You'll get both.
I
And
really did think she said giants.
If you don't look at it right, it does look like giants.
I thought, damn, she even called me. She's looking for giants. What the heck? Denise says, okay, thank you, Kelly Joe. So, yeah, Standing Stones. I love Michigan. I haven't been to Michigan, see, 20-something years. We're getting ready to change that next May, or this coming May.
I took my mom there for her 40th elementary school reunion way back in the 80s. That's the last time I was there.
Yeah, those winters up there, I'm good.
I know, snowdrifts that you fall into, you get lost in.
When I walked out my uncle's house on New Year's Day up in Buffalo and stepped off his porch and that snow went up past my knee, I'm like, what in the world? I was like, thank God I had a SUV 4x4.
Wow.
So,
And I also see the weather getting pretty bad. We'll have more storms and stuff.
yeah, interesting. Yes,
And
I have
then,
a family that didn't get any inoculations from the kids and man, and yeah, it was penny van. And I'm telling you, and like Kelly Jill said, those measles, it's coming back with a vengeance, and
oh, totally.
that's
We have
bad.
a epidemic somewhere here in Florida of measles. It was bad.
Yeah, into
And
May, Scott.
and it's not a good disease. It's horrible. Way back when the black measles were out, Grandma got that, about killed her. When her hair all fell out, and she had snow white hair at age of 12.
Anna Marie, I turned my phone on just at the right minute. And about my husband, David, he has a very, had to pause, large hernia. He had numerous surgeries from a hernia mesh. He had to have it removed. And also scoliosis and all, a liver transplant. Wow. He's a 100% disabled vet. And I love to either say Bigfoot or UFO. My son saw a huge black triangular craft in 94. That was the era for the triangular craft. Went right over a house. It was gorgeous here in the fall. Not much snow unless you live near the Great Lakes. Wow. Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, Denise. I was getting messages like, hello, Grizzly. We're waiting on you. I'm like, for what? You're like, your show. I'm like, what show? They're like the one at 9 o'clock. I says, it's like the description says Tuesday. There ain't no show at 9 o'clock. That's for tomorrow's night. They're like, no, they're in the chat.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, that's an April Fool's joke, isn't it? I felt bad. I really did. Break out of measles in Chicago from the border. Anyways, I know Standing Stones, right? So, but yes. Interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
Very much so. Totally, totally.
All right. Any other questions?
What
If
else
not,
you guys want to know?
yeah, if not, wrap up in the next 5 or 10 minutes.
All right.
So we'll let you
And I
fire
think
away here.
That you will have a sighting when you get up there.
I was supposed to go to work last Saturday. I never showed up at 7 a.m. Standing Stone. It's not like you. That's all right. I showed up to work in a uniform, drove to work in uniform. They're like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I went 1041 on the radio. They're like, we heard you. What are you doing? It's my day off. Carol, Kelly Joe, I love to live close to the beach. Any info? I'm picking up good vibrations. She sent me some good vibrations.
Would you ever do like the coast of like North Carolina, maybe? So that's a thought there. And Scott wants to know how long till he moves. About a year. 6 months to a year, Scott.
Will my sound bowl session be well attended on Monday? Hi, Kelly Joe. From
Yes.
Paula Baker.
It will.
Anne Marie says North Carolina is nice. Kelly Joe, I dreamt I was abducted. Was I?
Yep. Aliens.
Carol says I'm in North Carolina now. Shucks. You know, I've seen people move 2 streets over in the same town.
Yep, I have too, and they moved. It's like, yep, you moved.
I sure have. So, I sure have.
But I thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And thank you for
Absolutely.
always having me, Mr. Grizzly.
Oh, you're always welcome. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, tonight at 9 o'clock, we got another show coming up. You can ask your questions as well. And from coast to coast around the world, see you at 9. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's a grizzly.
Should we get out of here?
No. We're gonna watch and listen.
Action.
It's a grizzly.
Oh, shit, should we run?
No.
Action.
It's a grizzly.
Oh, should we run?
Okay. It's a grizzly.
Are you sure it's not a chipmunk? Action. No, I'm out of here. Action.
It's a grizzly.
I'm out of here.
Huh. Maybe it is a chipmunk. It's a grizzly.
Are we gonna die?
I don't know. We're just gonna sit here and listen and watch.
Let's get out of here, maybe.
Fall!